This is Tony the Toolman Handyman, and I am repairing today, at least testing the motor for this Kenmore 90 series. The motor's making this loud, or something's making a loud sound. It goes, and then it doesn't start. So we're going to test the motor today. I like using the Makita, which is 18 volt lithium ion. It's their newest one, and I like to put it on the clutch setting, so you don't tighten bolts and whatnot too tight, because then if you do, then you really got another problem. Right now I got to set it on about screwing and about 10 or 12. So dryers are pretty easy to work on. I haven't worked on many, but this particular type, you just pull it from the back and this clips up. There's kind of a little clip that it guides into. It can go back on. I'll set those aside. Then this, it's got two screws here, Phillips screw. I'm unscrewing right now, so don't worry about the clutch as much. Now, also, one of my favorite tools is the Makita impact driver. It's also the 18 volt newest one. I've already taken this screw out over here, and now you take this screw out over here. There's two screws. Then I like to use a little, it's called a little magnet dish, and then you put all your screws in there, and then you have less chance of losing them. Although I still lose some screws, I like to put them in there. And this just flips up. Of course, you got, I might have mentioned, we got it unplugged. Some electricians and handyman don't care about working with it hot, but I'm really not that proficient with electricity. With electricity, you want to always assume that the electrical's hot and work with it accordingly. There's three screws that were in here already taken out. Here, nut driver. I think it's a 1/4 inch nut driver. Remember the size? I think it's 1/4 inch. Anyways, it's a small one. Take those three out, and this will just pull right out. I've already tested to make sure that I'm getting the right amount of electricity, and I've used the multimeter and checked it. To check that, you can check it on these terminals here. Check both terminals. You should be getting what, the 220, the 240, I forget the amount. But if you're not getting that, then you're not getting the correct power to it. If you go center and left, you'll get 110, 115. Center and right, you'll get one. But on the ends, that'll show you that you're getting the correct power to it. So you know that your fuses or your electrical's not getting the right power into there. So I don't know all the terms to everything that's going on here, so you're not going to hear me say the exact right thing about each one. So I'm just a handyman. I get it done, how I can. There's some plugs in here you want to unplug here. I've already unplugged these. So you want to take a picture of it before you take them apart, or draw a little drawing. This actually was the one that goes through here, and this actually comes in through there, and that's where it stays. You got to make sure you put it back in through there. I've marked the little white out. This one here, white, and it goes to the outside one there, so I know that one goes back in there. And this one, it can only reach over here. It's not going to reach over there, so it goes there. And this is obviously not white, so it goes back into that one in there. You can see that back into there. So that takes the top off. Then you want to take the bottom panel out here. And some guys like a screwdriver, but with a screwdriver it's sometimes hard to locate that little clip. You use one of these multi-tools or a, you know, like a 1-inch or 2-inch putty knife. Gets in there, you don't have to fight looking for it. And then it's got two little clips like here, fold right out. Now you may notice I don't have any fancy clothes on. It's kind of hot, and I'd rather wear a tank top. So you got a screw that's in here, a screw that's in here, and two screws down here. You use that same nut driver. Take those out. Probably want to take the top out for last, and the bottom two out last. Oh, also there's two